Yo, 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 yo. What's good with y'all? Yo, yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Miles, the coffee's alright. It gets the job done, you know. What's good, Liv? Hope everybody's doing well. I was how was y'all's week slash weekend? Hope it was chill. Mouse says what we learning today. I don't know actually. I don't have anything planned for this stream. Let's get into the lessons here. Um, so well, good news. We have a design challenge coming up. I haven't announced that yet, but yeah, we're gonna do a design challenge. I think we kind of like stopped doing the design challenges, sort of like 2 months, or at least I took like a break from doing them for like 2 months. But yeah, we're gonna kick back up the design challenges. So this coming this coming month, we'll start back doing them. And the prompt for this challenge will be to just design, just something, design a poster inspired by whatever you want, pretty much. Um, I've gotten a few sort of requests, like while doing the live streams from like, from the chat to just like, oh, it would be cool to just like, review some designs that are like in the critique sections or just like review some designs on Discord. And so I thought that would be a good sort of opportunity to, just kind of have y'all just whip up whatever y'all want and then I can just check it out, um, and kind of tie that into the design challenges. It just made sense, you know what I mean? Just kind of made sense. And so, yeah, I don't really have anything specific like planned for this stream, but these are some things that we did like previously. Let's see here. So we've done these for like previous streams, and so or at least like they've all been kind of tied to the design challenges. What's good, Dinda? Dinda, sorry. Yeah. So these have all been kind of tied to design challenges. I think this was just a random idea that I had one day actually to design something inspired by MF Doom and like postage stamps. So maybe we could do something like that. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all feeling or what y'all want to see. Otherwise, I'm just gonna whip something up and just let y'all ask me questions or whatever, and we could just rock like that. Let's see. Let's go here. And so, project template, finals. I think this was the last thing that we designed. I don't know if it'll let me drag it in here. Yeah, so we was kind of making like something inspired by kind of like Rudiger sort of Aurora, which is what this sort of style is called, inspired by like Windows Vista. So we could do something like this. We could do something like one of these. I could like take a stab at like, you know, a crazy effect like this or something, or just try and make something simple. Just let me know what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? Mouse says, "What if we do a design inspired by Art Deco, infuse it with future punk?" That might be a little too advanced as far as like my my level of expertise. I don't know if I could do anything inspired by Art Deco for real. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. What we got? Yeah, this might be. Yeah, this out of my comfort zone. This is way out of my comfort zone. I've always admired stuff like this, though. Like, you know. I wonder if I can search on like Pinterest without being like logged in. No. Explore. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Art Deco poster. I mean, that's fairly simple. I could do something like that. Probably wouldn't look near as good though. When I think Art Deco though, like I'm thinking like something like it's that's very Art Deco. Let's see. Yeah, when I think of Art Deco, I'm thinking of just fancy flourishes and whatnot. Yeah, this might be out of my zone. I'm like more of a like bold sans serif, this sort of style, kind of. Well, here's some of my designs actually. Like I designed this with the help of a homie who kind of made this sort of like avatar for me. Yeah, I like really bold colors, like stuff like this, like definitely up my alley. Um, yeah, this is kind of some of my work here. That jet grind radio. How about this? How about I just make a decision and I just let y'all rock out? How about that? Yeah, let's try that. Like I'll just be like extremely random with it. Like I don't know what I'll whip up. Maybe I could do like another take, like sort of like this. I don't know. Are there any graphic design trends out there that y'all are paying attention to? Let me just go ahead and like get something loaded up here. Okay, elements. Wait, do I need to sign in? Really? Okay. All right. Project templates. Adobe Illustrator. Let's see. Okay, let me put this stuff in here. Oh, Illustrator crashed? What? Don't worry about that. What's your favorite font? Have you made any? The only typeface that I've made, which I wouldn't even really call it a typeface really, but I mean, I guess is like early on when I first started making like graphic design assets, I made this typeface called Junk Mail Ransom, which is basically like a JPEG based, or like not JPEG, but like a PNG based typeface with just like different cutouts of like letters and whatnot. So that's the only typeface that I've actually made. My favorite typeface would be Drook. I think a Drook, like a super condensed or something like that, or Drook bold. I've been increasingly leaning towards whatever these typefaces are, though. I forget the names of these, but they're like sort of very much within my realm. But I forget the names of these, but as far as I can remember, like Droop Condensed is definitely a favorite of mine's. Anything that's got like any typeface that has like a sci-fi or like kind of like techie feel to it, like I'm a fan of for sure. All right, let's see. Let's see what I can whip up, man. All right, let's see. I guess I could do something inspired by oh, I'm missing typefaces? How am I missing this typeface? Oh wow. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Dang, how am I missing this typeface? Microgramma. I wonder if I can find that real quick. Search the whole drive. No? Okay. It's interesting. I didn't delete any typefaces. I should have that one. Whatever though. We'll work with what we got. Mouse says I'm more into cyberpunk typefaces. I feel that. Saluk says no checking Insta. What do you mean? Did you send me a message or something? Like Liv says, when did you start creating? For as long as I can remember, I've been like creating and like making stuff. Oh, the typeface is here. What happened? Okay, it's showing now. Okay. I guess it just took a minute to just load in, I guess. Let's go ahead and pull something up from Photoshop also. Maybe I'll just do this recovered file. No, that's probably something from the MF Doom tribute design thing. So let's just copy this in. Yeah, I've been like making stuff for as long as I can remember, especially doing like design. I was doing like graphic design before I even knew that there was a term for it. And I was in like, I want to say like middle school, you know? But yeah, I've been designing for a minute. I remember when there was no Creative Cloud and you just had to like get Photoshop and Illustrator on like the CD version. Like, yeah. Yeah. I remember those days. I remember. Yeah, my mentor gave me my first I think it was like I want to say like CS6 or something like that. Okay, that's copied. Okay, let's just double click it. Back in the day, I recall. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that. Yeah, what y'all know about them CS6 days, man? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Back in my day, looking at. Okay, I don't want to work from this file, so really want to start from like a poster sort of. Nope, don't want to create a shortcut. Back in here was when I was cooking. Let me see. Copy, paste. All right, let me turn on something so I can lock in real quick. There we go. All right, 34. Mouse says when I'm making stuff, I like to try and mix two elements from very different movements or trends just to see what it would look like. That's a good practice. That's a good practice, actually. Whatever keeps it interesting, you know? Okay, this is a solid file to start working from. And then I'm assuming that's all of the design there. Yep. Yep, cool. And if I want, I could just use this as sort of like a color adjustment of some sorts. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's whip something up. Don't know what it's gonna be, but we rocking out. The design challenge, for the design challenge, the prompt is design whatever you want. Design a poster inspired by whatever, pretty much. So we just gonna rock out. FC214 says in high school I just looked up jobs for introverts and said, guess I'll do graphic design. I mean, low key. Which, if you think about it, graphic design is not a job for introverts for real. Like, when you're dealing with clients, it's a lot of like, it's very like customer service, like heavy if you think about it. Like you got to give your clients, like if you give your clients a certain amount of revisions, like, you know, you still got to make sure they're satisfied, make sure they're happy with what you designed and whatnot. You know, you've got to like follow up with them from time to time. You know, maybe send like subtle reminders, like, or like gifts, like letting them know like how much you appreciate it, like working with them, and you'd love to, you know, continue like doing stuff for them. It's a lot of like just nurturing relationships. So it's like a lot of relationship building actually. So it's not actually a job for introverts, which I kind of just realized like recently in like my past, like in the past few years, because I've been taking on like more freelance work. And so yeah. Which part of graphic design do you like to do? I know your Instagram posts, you seem to do posters and ads. Yeah, I do a lot of like 5 viewers. Salik says, bro, got 5 viewers. How can you not catch the message? Well, you got to think about it. I'm designing and I'm like doing multiple things on the computer while also trying to like read off the questions. It's not as easy as it sounds. Not as easy as you would think. Um, yeah, I like doing like posters. I like doing like flyer designs and stuff. That's like kind of my primary sort of line of work, I would say. But I pretty much do like I pretty much do everything. Like I don't know if anybody has ever seen like my let me pull it up. Let me just pull it up here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody's seen my portfolio before. Yeah, so here's my work. Got like some stuff for nonprofits. I've got some stuff I've done for Adobe. Um, actually have like a design in here that David Carson like hated and like commented on, but you know, it's kind of crazy. And you know, let me just show you. Let me just show you. It was like this one right here. It was supposed to be like anti-design sort of inspired, and I was just like getting wild, just getting crazy with it, whatever. So I knew that this would like garner like some attention, and like, you know, people would like hate on it, but didn't expect David Carson to come through with the comments. So I think that's a win, to be honest. But this is just stuff I've done with Adobe over the years. Got some older stuff from like when I used to design for like different music artists, you know, and whatnot. Just like some little like graphics, you know, that I've designed for different businesses and stuff. But yeah, you know, I do a little bit of everything. I don't know if I added it to this one, but let's see if it's here. Oh yeah, it's not here. But yeah, designed like a graphic for like a van that was in like a Mr. Beast video for them. And so that was pretty awesome. I don't talk about like my client work and like, you know, stuff that I do like a lot on IG, but yeah, I pretty much am comfortable designing in whatever format. Dear God, it's the food industry all over again. From a long-time viewer as well. I appreciate that, bro. Long-time follower, sorry. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for rocking with me. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, let's see, let me just make something for real. I'm more here just like to answer like whatever y'all's questions, you know, whatever y'all's questions are and whatnot. I could just design random stuff all day. Maybe I'll actually like use like my asset packs or something. Well, that's not centered at all. There must be like a space here. Yep. Least favorite design movement. Mm, I mean, my least favorite design trend. I think I've spoke about this before. Of like my least favorite design trend would be like I forget like what like the actual name of it, but like I think it's called like I don't want to like throw a stray out, but you know, corporate Memphis. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, this style. This right here. Like well no, not exactly like patterns and whatnot, but this sort of style is like definitely least favorite, but just because it's like, you know, everyone's done it. You know what I mean? Um I think every sort of style, every sort of aesthetic like has its place. It's all about just, you know, aligning with the correct audience. But you know, when something's like overdone, like it's like, all right, come on, bro. Like I know you can be a little more creative than that. And yeah, and the word corporate just like throws me off too, because you know. All right, are we really going with Rockstar up here at the top? I don't know. Maybe I'll try something with my graphic design assets for once. Let's see. We got tribal shapes, we've got spray paint stencil. Let's see. I got this graphic from the computer graphics collection. Let's see, sparkles and elements. Let's just pull one of these up. Actually, I just hit that right there. No, I don't want those. Okay, mixed media warehouse. Let's see. Oh, here's that junk mail typeface. That could be cool to play around with potentially. Okay. Cool. CRT scan mockup. Hmm. Okay, yeah, let's do you know any subgenres like sigil core, witch house, or hard wave? No, not familiar with those. You trying to put me on game? Yeah, send them through. Send them through. I'll check them out. Let's grab like more elements from the, let's see here, computer graphics. Yeah, there we go. This could be cool. Let's just drop that in there, whatever that is. I believe I have that one. I could use that as well. That might actually be kind of tough. Hmm. Maybe I'll snag some text from a previous graphic, potentially. Not bad, not bad. Not bad for a speed run. Hmm. Is the black background like forced like on the text down here? Like I kind of like it, but at the same time I'm like, maybe if I like more so like so. It's kind of getting there. Kind of like that little, like the negative space, or not negative space, but the space in between this. It just kind of gives my eye a place to rest before I jump from like one section to the next. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'll save those. Thank you. I'll check those out. Might work them into the playlist. I've been thinking about getting just like a general playlist going for the streams and sharing the link to just all the songs that we play on here. I think that might be pretty cool. I think these elements are looking pretty forced. Let's delete that. Maybe go with like this, but white so that it looks inverted. Oh, did I delete it? Yep, there we go. Hmm. I kind of like it when it was separated. Nah. Let's see. Word. Thank you. Yeah, I'll check those out for sure. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. There we go. Actually not too fond of the box, actually. What if you did an outline of a box around the text? Let's see. I guess that works, right? We could rock with that. Hmm. Whoops, I keep hitting cancel. Moving too quick for my own good. Let's do this. Actually, let's do this in white. That's doing something, ain't it? Maybe we'll add like what do we have here? Blur, Gaussian blur. Where's glow? I saw a glow somewhere. Not diffuse glow. I think that would actually be under. Point. Okay. Okay. Let's rock with that. Maybe duplicate it. Yes, these are lyrics to Playboy Cardi's, I believe, Evil Jordan, I believe. Oh, don't want to add too much glow to this because Illustrator, what version of Illustrator am I on actually? Oh, it doesn't show me. Do I want to keep that glow? Let's remove it for now and just have everybody all the graphics be just sort of plain, and then I'll just kind of like make it all nice and fancy in Photoshop. Let's see what we can do with these. Maybe I'll do like I should make this more like rock star. Let's see if we could take some text from here. Maybe move some of this out the way. Let's see. All lowercase. What if you added the smeared effect to the image too, but a sideways smear? I could try that. I wouldn't want to do that in here in Illustrator though. I might have to try that in Photoshop. Okay, we kind of getting somewhere. Oh, that threw things off, so okay. All right, and let's see what we can do with this image. Silhouette. Hmm. Oh, interesting. If I turn that down, or turn it up actually, say, reduce the corners, increase pass. That's kind of solid. I kind of like that anyway, so let's rock with it. Not bad for a hour-long cook-up. I mean, less than that actually, if we're being honest. Like, let's do like, is it this one? No? Maybe this needs to go to the back. There you go. Let's try that. Same deal. All right, let's see. Windows color. I don't know how that's gonna look, but let's see. Not too fond of that. that. Hmm. Like maybe if there was like one here, potentially. I don't know though. I kind of like the simplicity, like the stacking going on here. This could look cool as like I don't know, almost sort of like a tag or something. Like, nah. What's a design principle that you like to follow the most? Um, Design principle I like to follow the most. I mean, I don't really think I have a favorite design principle, I would say, because they all kind of play off of each other, but I mean, I think hierarchy is a big one because I like ideation and just conceptualizing things. Um, and so you know, when you're doing compositions and whatnot, like I like experimenting with different compositions. You know, how does the type work? How does the type look when I like if I lay it on its side, or you know, or if I just slightly crop it, you know, and make it sort of, you know, like something like make it something like this or something. You know what I mean? Like trim the view. Like what does that look like? What does it look like if I like run it down the side here, or, you know, if I throw like something behind it, you know, and sort of like stuff like that. Like, you know, what does all of that look like, and how does it play with the effects around it, or the elements around it. And so definitely probably hierarchy and composition, I would say. I don't think I really have a favorite though. Let's see. Let's see. I could take this little element and try using this somewhere. Wonder how that would look if I inverted it. Invert colors. Yeah, not really. Actually, I kind of like how that's looking. That's kind of cool. And what if I could throw that there? Does that make it all sort of tie together? No, I kind of like that being just like standalone. Well, actually, we'll see. We'll get to it. Let's see. Could I bring back this element? Let's see. Maybe it's like a background element. Okay, let's delete that. Let's try object path. Okay. What if I threw like okay, that's kind of interesting. It's definitely adding something. It would be cool if I think that would be cool. Like it just looks like it's helping to fill some gaps within the composition a little bit there, but you can't exactly make out what it is. I mean, but that looks pretty cool, to be honest. These points kind of lead into the text, the headline text there, whereas this just kind of pulls away from it and focuses more on the elements at the bottom here. So it's, I mean, kind of like this more. What? There we go. Let's just rock with that for now. Drag it down a little bit. Just fill that space just a little bit. All right, let's group that. Is this centered? Yeah, yep. Yeah, Gestalt principles are fun to play around with. closure, proximity. Figure ground. Let's see. All right, what next, y'all? What next? Maybe I could get another one of these and like kind of superimpose like one of these elements into this. Group that, and then and that doesn't translate as well. The eye is such a clear like icon that it just it makes sense when it's small. Let's try like something like this. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm sorry if I butcher this, but Buffona, what's good? Alright. Alright, let's see. Just drop that in, like... I like this as little like indicators of sort of like where your eye should go. That might change when we bring it into Photoshop, but I think that's pretty cool for now. Actually I don't. Let's try dragging it like here or something maybe. That's solid. Could even nudge that over and yeah, let's just slap it right there. I don't want it to look like we tried too hard on the placement of it. All right, then we've got these here. Let's see if I have a use case for these. Could drop that in there. I mean, it is sort of aligning up with Festival here, which is pretty good. Let's duplicate that and nudge this over a little bit just for some optical alignment. Like it's technically it's centered, but it's not all the way there. I'm just interested in how this looks. Just like, you know, just everything doesn't have to be on a grid all the time. Like that actually looks pretty sick, to be honest. And that wasn't intentional at all, but kind of feeling it, but not enough for me to keep it around. It's arc. Well, no, not that. This. That's actually not bad. Okay. Let's just increase the size of that. Okay, we kind of cooking. Should I keep it small? I feel like small works better, but good rule of thumb is when you can't choose, just pick whatever is in between. So let's just make it a little bit bigger. And I think that'll be good. Yeah, that's solid. And let's see. Maybe we could find some more random elements here. All right. Got Ray Flyer textures, mixed media warehouse. Got some vector sparkles. I wonder if I could open these up and let's just let's try like this one. Let's throw it on a black background. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know. And we're just gonna rasterize it. Let's silhouettes. See what that gives us. And instead of ignore white, actually let's do ignore blacks. Okay, I kind of like this shape here. All right, let's just expand that. Don't know what this will do, but maybe we could try just like I don't know, pucker and bloat just to see what happens. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Not really what we're going for though, but Interesting, to say the least. Okay. Yeah, that's getting to be a little bit too much. I do like that idea though. Just hmm. It's pretty random, but I kind of like it. Makes it a little bit more visually interesting. Let's just copy that and just go back to its original state, duplicate that one there, compare it to the previous. All right, yeah, let's keep that for now. Completely random, but it's an afterthought for sure. Let's let's try and let's try getting rid of this here. So it's not intersecting with all of our with all of our text there. It's just I think it's enough just being attached to the T there. So I think that helps a little bit. And it kind of points to the price for the tickets, which kind of, makes sense. Ewadi says, I'm not very good at graphic design. Teach me some. What do you wanna know, bro? I've got a bunch of tutorials on IG, TikTok. Just ask me questions, just fire away. Okay. I think definitely now I want to just create a sort of I want to create like a list of tour dates or something here. let's see. Hmm. All right, we got a list of tour dates here. All right, let's see what we whip up with this. All right, what do we got? Okay, I definitely want to do. Hmm. Yeah, let's do this. Iwadi says I've performed at the Van Buren. Oh wow. Do you do like do you rap or let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, nice. All right, let's see. Okay, let's add a. It's kind of loud. All right, let's add tab there. Oh, why was the tab for those bigger than these? Interesting. All right, let's see. Oh, I think oh, whoops. Oh, okay, yeah, that's why it's not working. So let's go back. Okay, those are working as expected. Let's see if I throw a tab on this. There we go. And then let's throw that in between. Okay. Let's move this out the way. Bring that up a little bit. Let's go to... I kind of like it lowercase. Also not sure about the bars in between here. I feel like this should all be like a different color potentially. Let me just throw it up here and just see how we looking. Oh yeah, that breaks it. I can't do that. Let's just try making it smaller there. That way we can just scooch that in. And just for time's sake, let's just okay that and just maybe remove a few dates. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's looking solid. I mean, honestly, if I do the different the date in a different color. I don't actually not the date, but the venue name in a different color. I don't actually need the bar in between, or do I? I mean, it adds a little bit of like visual interest to it, so let's just see what it do, you know? That's solid. I kind of like that. Not bad for a quick cook up, you know? And then let's just add a little bounding box around this. And let's go in group. Oops. Group, and let's expand appearance. Copy. Drop that into our sort of template thing here. Interesting. Yeah, let's turn that off maybe. Yeah, I don't exactly need this sort of threshold here. Cool. And let's maybe stretch that a little bit. Wonder if it would be cooler behind this here, so that it's like highlighting the dates there. I think that looks kind of sick. Maybe I can duplicate it and drop it in up here also. Let me know what y'all think. Honestly, like with the blue at the top there, I think that sort of looks pretty solid. Yeah, I like kind of how it sort of bleeds down from the top there. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I also kind of dig how it's like not perfect. Like we've got this like line over here from the texture not being applied perfectly. I think that's completely fine, you know? Maybe throw a gradient map on or something. Let's see. See what happens. Oh, we get some crazy stuff with gradient maps. Okay, I liked it how it was without it, to be honest. All right.
The darkness falls away to morning as a lone masked manhunter, the world's greatest detective, delivers
All right,
three
that's
agents
our
of a foreign
that's our
power.
graphic chat.
Appreciate all the trouble you went to. You must understand. The experiments we've been conducting here are against our will.
The biggest and boldest robbery in the history of New York. And a
Let me know what y'all
one-man
think.
job at that. So, you know who I am. Tell me, how did you figure it out? If you would permit me a moment,
Let
I
me
might
know what
find
y'all think. Do we cook or nah? It's a little something, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for a quick, like what? Like, how long have we been streaming? Like, an hour and a half? For an hour and a half, not bad. No concept, no idea as far as execution. Like, I think it's pretty solid. All right. Cool. I'm off. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Peace.